Hello. Can you hear me? Hey. Oh, I am so sorry. What had happened? What had happened was I didn't hear my alarm go off. Did not hear it go off, y'all, at all. Sound asleep to the world. So I don't know who's still on with us here, but we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it going. Thank you, Pastor Al. I appreciate that. Nan, if you're still here, I appreciate you being here and anyone else that might be tuning in. So, welcome to Morning Sip with Red Melissa. a late today. Yes, late today. But here I am. Clearly, this is Meditation with the Moon on this wonderful Friday. And let's just get into it, y'all. Let's just get into it. Those of you who watch the replay later on, you will understand that things happen. Things happen and the show must go on. And so that's what we're going to do. So enjoy the replay, enjoy the live, whichever you happen to see. I appreciate you. So, meditation with the moon. So as I always do, we're going to start with the full moon being in Aquarius. And so I did see the moon last night, and it was showing out, shining bright, full, brilliant, bright, beautiful, just beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, you have to see the full moon. It's just absolutely beautiful. So, with all full moons represent a accumulation point where all things come together. And it really illuminates what has and what hasn't been working for you. It illuminates that. It's like having a cosmic spotlight on whatever is up for you, right? So when you add in the Aquarius energy, we're adding in the energy that feels very innovative. You might feel your intuition is even more heightened, and you might be getting downloads through dreams, right? And y'all, I was dreaming when Sekou was calling me. I don't know how many times he called me to find out what was going on today. Since I wasn't on at 4 a.m., I was still in La La Land having all kinds of dreams. Now, I don't remember any of them now, but I remember being in a deep dream and hearing like the buzzing of the phone. And that's what woke me up. So downloads through dreams. So just because I don't remember it right now, it doesn't mean that I won't get sparked by something that might cause me to remember later on. So if you're one of those people who says, I don't dream, or I never remember my dreams, pay close attention during this full moon. Okay, just set an intention to remember your dreams. Okay, because there's information in the dreams. Your emotions might feel heightened, and you could be triggered more easily during this full moon cycle. This is a really good time to explore shadow work. And we did a shadow series last year, and it's all about, some people call the shadow the dark side of us, which is not a good description of what the shadow is. But I'm not going to go into shadow. It's a good time to explore shadow work, those aspects of yourself that are seeking integration. Okay. It's an opportunity for expanded awareness and expanded states of consciousness. It's also a time to take your power back, because who's responsible for the power? You are. You are responsible for your own power. So take it back if you feel like you have lost it. It's also a good time to take a leap of faith. So if you've been thinking about doing something, you haven't done it, take a leap of faith and do it. Okay. So I'm also going to share some words from the Mooncology Oracle Guide cards. And those are the Oracle cards. And this is the one for full moon in Aquarius. Let's see that? Yes, nice, right? Look at that moon. And the heading is Show the World the Real You. So that's the energy of this Aquarius full moon. So I'm just going to read a little bit from here. Every full moon is a time to release and let go. But the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking that they are the ones who need to let you go. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. In addition, you may be too much in your head. It's time to get into your heart. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Interesting. But the bottom line is, it's time to show your true self, right? And we've been talking about that this week in our Sip with Trans, right? To show yourself, to show your true nature. Okay? All right. So let's get into our spiritual practice. This is what we do on Meditation with the Moon, the full moon, and the new moon. So today's meditation with the moon inspirational reading is coming to you from the Science of Mind text for July. And we're actually going to do today's. I was going back and forth between today and another day, but let's do today. And those of you who don't know, early in the morning, my eyes water. And so you may see me dabbing my eyes. Okay. So today, the heading is the divine miracle. So just listen closely, everyone. The opening quote is from Richard Bach. He said, "Every person, all the events of your life are there because you have drawn them there. What you choose to do with them is up to you." Then there's a quote from Ernest Holmes, The Science of Mind, page 109. "We shall cease to suffer as we more and more comply with the laws of the universe. All suffering is the result of infringement of these laws." And this is the guide. And the guide is from Karen Wiley, who I happen to know, which is really cool. And for July, the Science of Mind magazine daily guides, each day is done by a different person, which is pretty cool. So this is what Reverend Karen wrote. There is nothing that happens in your life that is not an opportunity for great learning. There is life happening, and then there is the spiritual truth in each and every situation. And that perfection is the process of your inner evolution. When you can begin to see your life from that spiritual perspective, you will experience heaven on earth. In that, you will find your own joy and your own salvation. We are given opportunities after opportunities to reveal the truth of our being. It is for you to understand that nothing happens as a punishment, but rather as a lesson. It is our birthright that we should learn and grow from life. It doesn't matter what the circumstances may be. Look for the spiritual truth. Look for the light behind every bit of darkness. We are here to learn and grow and become. There are no accidents. When we realize that everything is happening for our spiritual growth, we can ask, what am I to learn from this? What possible good is in this situation? To remember our true identity as divine spirit, that is the human walk, the human experience, to find God in all things. How grateful I am to be on this sacred journey of self-discovery with you. Let us thank God and joyfully welcome our own becoming. And here's the closing affirmation. Today, I move to a new place in consciousness. I release old limiting ideas and turn to new ways of being. I allow the great revelation to begin. Okay. I love those questions. What am I to learn from this? And what possible good is in this situation? Okay. So that was our inspirational reading. So we also do our inspirational journaling, we do meditation, and then we close with a prayer. So we're going to continue with our journaling. So this being the full moon, and one of the things the full moon cycle represents is a time of releasing. So this is your first journal prompt, because we're going to have two today. So the first journal prompt is this. What are you willing to release that no longer serves you? What are you willing to release that no longer serves you? Or you could think of the question as this also. What are you willing to release that is complete? That's complete. And you're still holding on to it for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter why you're holding on to it. What is it? Let's just identify what it is. Okay? And so if you're new to journaling, just some of the things that I do, and I left my journal upstairs, but some of the things that I do when I journal is I date it. I put the date and the day. I put the time, right? So right now it's 4:31 a.m. I put Friday, July 23rd, 4:31 a.m. I put where I am, so I'm home. And then after I write, I give it a title, right? So you might just put moon meditation right now. If that's what you feel moved to do, you might put release, but I give it a title. So if I refer back to it, I have a hint what I wrote about based on the title. and I have when I wrote it and all that good stuff. Okay? So that's your question. What are you willing to release that no longer serves you? And so I'll give you a minute or two to write that response down. Okay. So wherever you are with that, you could just pause it and you'll have another opportunity to do some more journaling after the meditation. Okay? All right. So today we're going to do a releasing meditation with the full moon. I thought about doing a visioning, but I kind of like doing the visioning with the new moon energy. So we're going to do a releasing meditation. So get comfortable, and you could be sitting or you could be laying down. Whichever you're doing, just make sure you're comfortable, that your posture is upward, right? If you're sitting, that you're grounded with both feet on the floor. If you're laying down, you're grounded. You know, you have your back leaned into whatever you are laying on. And you are awake, you are aware, and you know you obviously are alive, right? Yes. And so no matter what time we're doing this, let's just set the intention to go within and to stay awake and to stay in the consciousness of receiving and releasing. Okay? So I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze. And let's focus on the breath by taking a deep breath in and letting it out. And a deep breath in. And out. And as you breathe in and out, try to make your exhalation longer than your inhalation. So breathe in and breathe out. You could breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, or in through the nose and out through the mouth, whichever you want to do. Another breath in and out. And so we continue with this gentle breathing. And each breath takes us inward and downward, inner and deeper. And as we breathe, we connect to our physical beingness. And we breathe in from the top of our heads to the soles of our feet. And we breathe and we just scan ourselves, scan our physical form, and release any tension that we may be holding. And so let's start from our feet. And you can wiggle your toes just to release any tension in your feet, in your ankles, as we travel upward. Release any tension you may be holding in your calf, in your knees, in your thighs. Breathe in and breathe out. We keep traveling to our seat, our pelvis area, our belly, releasing any tension, any tightness, traveling up the lower back, the middle back, our upper back, to our shoulders. You might want to do a gentle roll back or roll forward, releasing any tension you may be holding there, to your neck, to your jawline, releasing any holding of the jaw. Relax your tongue. Relax your head. And breathe. And we continue to breathe. And as we breathe, we go deeper, allowing ourselves to just let everything go and just be right here and right now. And so we continue going deeper. And as you go deeper, you find yourself in the woods. It is a full, lush woods, occupied by many trees that are tall and full. Their branches reaching up to the sky. And you are there, safe in the woods, safe to walk. And as you walk, you can smell the greenery all around you. You hear the birds singing their songs. You see the blue sky peeping through the branches of the trees. As you quietly walk through, you realize again just how much you love nature. And this time, you also recognize how much nature loves you. And so you see a path in the woods, and you start to walk towards that path. The path is very clear. There's no obstructions at all. And as you approach the path, you can see that it's leading you to a particular tree. And so you start to walk on the path, seeing the tree in the distance as if it was beckoning to you. With each breath, you can feel the tree breathing with you. Your inhalation is its exhalation, and your exhalation is its inhalation. And you breathe, and you walk, and you keep approaching the tree. And as you get closer, you see that there is a hole at the base of the tree. And you become very curious about this hole that's at the base of the tree. You walk closer and closer to it. And as you walk closer to it, you realize that this is a fresh hole. And it's as if the hole has been created by the branches of the tree. And as you approach the hole, you look up at the tree. And all that you feel coming from the tree is love. And you allow yourself to breathe in this love energy. And you look down at the hole and you sit. So sitting at the base of the tree with the hole, what comes to mind is, what am I ready to release? What am I willing to let go of? It's as the tree is speaking to you, asking those questions. And you take whatever it is that you're willing to release and place it in this hole that this tree has created for you. And you just gently place it in a hole. That thing that you're willing to release. It could be a situation that you've been holding on to, a story that you've been telling yourself that is not the truth of who you are. That limiting belief that stops you from doing what you are called to do. Just place it in a hole. And as you place it in the hole, you realize the hole filling itself up. And soon you look down and the hole is covered, burying that which you have released, the story, the situation, the limiting belief is now buried. And you feel renewed, refreshed, excited as you become aware of an opening within you for something new. So you rise up and you lean up against the trunk of the tree, your back to the trunk of the tree, just leaning into it as the tree holds you. You feel the love radiating all around you and through you. And you become aware of something new. That is seeking expression through you. A new idea, a new way of seeing yourself, a new loving belief that is percolating. And just for a moment, we go into the silence of this new creation. As we are one with it. And we Just breathe. And as we breathe, we step away from the tree, now turning to it to say thank you, to express our gratitude for the tree taking that which is complete for us, that which we have willingly released and let go of. And we start our walk back on the path, feeling such gratitude, walking with this new idea or expanded idea, walking with this truth of who we are. And as we take each step is grounded, each step is purposeful, each step is confident and courageous. And you keep walking forward, feeling the tree encouraging you onward. And you keep walking, excited with the possibilities of this new belief, this new idea that's percolating within you. And as you approach the beginning of the path, you take a deep breath in and release. stepping off the path, back into the thick of the woods, fully connected to your true self. As you walk, breathing and believing. As you walk, breathing and knowing. You continue to walk as you approach the opening that led you in to these beautiful woods. You step over that threshold again, renewed and refreshed, with everything that you need. And you continue walking with your higher self. As you recognize once again that you never walk alone. As you recognize the universe walks with you. And you're reminded of this every time you see the moon. The full moon represents the fullness that you are. So as we gently bring ourselves back to this space, bringing with us everything that we have received by releasing, I invite you to take your journal and to write. Write about this new possibility that surfaced from within you, the new belief that you have received, the new idea. Write about whatever is present for you right now. And we'll do that for a moment. You open your eyes and just come present to the room with your journal. What did you receive? Okay. So you can continue with your writing when you do your spiritual practice later on, if you're going to do another one today, or after the meditation, but you capture the essence of it, and you can always tap back into the essence. It doesn't go anywhere, it's there within you. You have it, and it has you. So to reconnect with it, you just go to your breath. You might imagine the tree again. You might imagine the path or the moon, but know that you cannot lose what is yours. Okay, so we're going to close this with a prayer. And I want to share a prayer from the Science of Mind magazine. And the prayer is called Showing Up and Playing Our Part. And that's what we are being led to do, pulled by vision. In the perfection of this moment, I turn within the divine essence of my being. In this place, I know no fear. In this place, I know no dis-ease. The never changing, always unfolding nature of spirit abides in me, and I am at peace. I behold the beauty of this holy instant and allow all the good in my life to manifest as it moves from the unseen to the seen. I view my life as spiritually perfect, and I rejoice. Though the darkness may be a part of my experience, it is not where I live. I am one with the one, and I live and move and have my being with the one. I turn to the light within, and I shine from the innermost part of my soul. All answers are revealed as I lean into the source of all life, all good, all love. I show up in all areas of my life, fully ready for whatever comes my way. I stand firm in the conviction of my being that I am the mouthpiece of spirit and the hands and feet of the divine. I show up as God as only I can. I show up as love, kindness, power, and courage. All who see me today are empowered to show up as their God, self as well. Together, we become the beautiful orchestra of life. No instruments outshines any other, and each instrument perfectly plays its notes. The beautiful melody that is created uplifts and inspires. I rest in the knowledge that I am playing my part on the stage of life. I am a necessary player on this stage, and I bring my gifts and talents to the forefront. It does not serve me to or the world to play small. So I fearlessly and courageously present my full self to the world. I release anything that holds me back, and I joyously give thanks for the opportunity to serve. I gratefully play my part, and so it is. Amen. Okay, so that concludes our meditation with the moon, the full moon in Aquarius, that is beckoning you to show your true self and shine it as brightly and as fully as the full moon shines. So, thank you all for being with me today. It was a special meditation with the moon, one I will not soon forget. So, tomorrow is Saturday, so there's no morning sip, and there's no morning sip today at 10:30. This is the morning sip, the meditation with the moon. We do this every full moon and new moon, 4 a.m. Eastern Time. Join me Sunday for Living Life in Joy, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And my special guest is Regina Smithwick, and she is a warrior for adoption. So tune in for that. Again, thank you all for being with me today. Thank you for watching the replay when you do. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.